Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me today for this tarot read. Alrighty, guys, I was reading in the comments too. Everybody's loving these animal totems. I had somebody mention seagulls. I don't have seagulls in my deck. It's funny because I grew up nowhere near the ocean, and we also had seagulls too. I mean, they're pretty resourceful little boogers. They always find a way to thrive, survive, and make it through. And I don't doubt that that has meaning behind the symbolism of the seagull, is that they're resilient, is that they're survivors. They're able to always find a way, even when they're nowhere near the sea. They always find a way to make a home for themselves. We do have peacock. Somebody else asked if we had done the peacock yet, so let's pull the peacock card out here. So peacocks represent vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. And peacocks are absolutely beautiful. They absolutely do shine. They stand out. They're a very beautiful bird. So it's sort of a call to recognize your beauty, but to still be humble about it. It's just like being confident within yourself so that you just allow it to shine. You know, you don't have to put that extra effort in. You just know you have that beauty. You know you have that glow. You know you have that talent, and you just know it'll shine through. So recognize that within yourself and have confidence within yourself. That's an absolutely beautiful card to get. I love peacocks. I love all the colors of their feathers. They're absolutely gorgeous, guys. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started with your read today. I got a new deck of cards. We're going to pull that one forward, and we'll see what message comes forward for the collective today. Okay, Spirit, what does the collective need to hear today? What message needs to come through for everyone? Rainbow and the medicine wheel. You know, that's really interesting with this rainbow. It's kind of like once you've been able to master your chakras and find your balance, the rainbow is almost like a bridge to the spirit realm. So once you found that balance, once you found that ascension, you can then use it to ascend to spirit and connect with spirit on a higher level. I keep feeling chakras in that card, chakra. So I don't know if somebody's doing like a lot of Reiki healing or crystal healing, or they're really into chakras and being able to meditate and to find balance within them. The medicine wheel. It's balance too. It's balance in all directions. It's cycles. It's being able to use the forces of nature and the world around you to help find that balance. I don't know if somebody is doing healing work or if somebody is a healer here. Like they practice Reiki or they practice crystal healing or energy healing. But this is going to be big in this read for whoever this is going to be resonating with this message. Please, Spirit, bring me more about this message for the collective. Beauty way. You know, it's like I keep seeing somebody's choosing to see the positive. Somebody's choosing to see the beauty in life. This is part of them finding their balance in their chakras too. It's that decision. I'm not going to look at the world as being half empty. I'm going to look at the world as being, it's like that half full attitude. The cup is always half full. I worked with a girl like that, and she was absolutely awesome to be around. That half full attitude, really bubbly, always finds the positive in things. I feel like somebody's working on that. Like that's part of what they've adopted in finding balance in their chakras and finding this healing and this energetic sort of cleansing or shift. Always looking to see the positive, always looking to see the beauty around you. And it's like when you look at the world through that filter where you're always looking for opportunities and you're always looking at the beautiful side of things and the positive side of things, that's what you wind up seeing, and it's what you wind up getting because that's what you're looking for. The Earth Keeper. And the Earth Keeper is about being a good steward of the earth, but not just the earth, all the creatures and the plants within it. Man, whoever this read is for, this is somebody who's really connected to the planet, who's really connected to nature. They care for others too. This Earth Keeper is somebody who does care for others. So they might keep a garden or go do planting, tree planting. They may care for animals or volunteer. They may care for other people too. This might be somebody who does healing work and helps to heal others. this earth keeper. This is such a nurturing energy, a nurturing, soft energy that's coming forward here. The child. And the child kind of reminds me of the Fool card. It's like looking at things with fresh eyes and a fresh perspective. You know, kids are learning everything for the first time, so they haven't had a chance to kind of get jaded like the rest of us from, you know, negative experiences going through life, because they haven't had those yet. As looking with fresh eyes and seeing everything with optimism and possibility instead of what could go wrong or somebody might have ulterior motives. You know, it's that new way, that fresh way of looking at the world, which makes sense with all of the cards coming forward and what somebody is building for themselves. I do also feel this wasn't necessarily the way that somebody always was. This was part of someone's journey in finding their balance, in being a good earth keeper and a steward of the planet and things around them. It's like it was a personal journey, and it was a personal choice to start shifting in this direction and start looking at the world with fresh eyes and in a new way. Spirit, can you please bring more cards forward for the collective? The serpent. Yeah, the serpent does actually represent healing too. I do believe somebody's been on a healing journey. I will tell you this too. I don't feel like it's entirely emotional. I do feel that is part of it, but I feel like there was health, physical health stuff that went on here, and that may have been the trigger for some of this change. Maybe it was like stress induced. Because we get stressed out enough, it'll run us down, and we can wind up with health issues. Or this could have been something else that came forward, a very large health issue, and part of somebody's healing and returning to health was learning how to cope with stress, was learning to find a new way in the world. I do feel healing was a very great part of that. I'm gonna grab some more here. Spirit, can you please bring more forward for the collective? Tell me more about this message that's going on. Wild woman. This is someone's authentic self. This card is kind of like, real simplify it, let your freak flag fly. So whatever is you, whatever is authentically you, letting it shine, which is interesting because you know, this seems to keep happening. We start the read, sort of going through some of these animal totems, and it's kind of like it reflects what's going on and what winds up coming forward in the cards. And this wild woman does remind me a lot of the peacock, just recognizing your inner beauty and letting it shine through, just effortlessly and unapologetically letting it shine through. This is who I am, world. This is my authentic self on the inside. I believe in this type of healing. I believe in karma and putting positivity out into the world to receive positivity. I believe in being a good steward of the earth, the plants, the creatures, and the people around me. I believe in contributing in a positive way and going through this world in a positive way. It's like this, you know what's weird? It's almost like somebody had to go through whatever this darkness was or this healing was that the serpent represents. That might have actually been like, I kept feeling like physical health or physical sickness or illness. It's like they had to go through this as some sort of a transformation and a rebirth to find their true authentic self. Oh, those guys wanted to fall out of my hands, so these ones want to come forward. The blade. And the blade is all about truth. You know what? It's like, I keep feeling like I see the truth now. I see the way the universe works. This is like being able to see into things or see past the veil and have an understanding of how everything is so interconnected. And now it's like somebody's found their truth. They found their inner truth and what they truly deeply believe in and how this world works through this journey that they've been on. And I keep feeling like power within this. They found their own power within finding this inner truth for themselves. And soul revival. Yeah, it absolutely is a soul revival. It absolutely is a rebirth. Look at the butterfly there coming out of the cocoon. It's a rebirth. It's a transformation that somebody's been through. But yeah, I keep feeling like there was something physical involved here that sort of triggered the entire journey to begin with. Upper world. And the upper world is that spirit world. It is that spirit realm. And I'm not saying that whoever this read is resonating with who this story is for and what they've been through. I'm not saying that they haven't had a connection to spirit before all this happened, but I feel like their connection is like 10 times stronger now, because they've been able to find this balance. Like I said, with the rainbow and the rainbow bridge and being able to connect to the spirit realm. Once you've found that balance within your chakras, then being able to travel on the bridge to the spirit realm. It's the upper world. And being able to make that connection to spirit. Somebody is very deeply connected to their spirituality, very deeply connected to their crown chakra and their third eye chakra now. Very strong intuition, very strong connection to spirit. Like I said, I keep feeling like somebody practices maybe some would consider it a more alternative form of spirituality with crystals and healing and chakra and that sort of thing. But it's made them stronger as a person. Absolutely, it's helped them to find their authentic self. Spirit, can you please give me some more cards? Wind. And the wind can represent change, but also the flow too. It's weird. I'll tell you what I see in this card, especially with this figure. This is somebody who's not afraid of change. I keep feeling like I can handle whatever comes my way. I don't fear change. I don't fear what the universe brings to me, because I know I'll be looked after. And I know that I'm a survivor, and I know that I have this deep inner strength and I can see deep truth. And so I'll always be looked after, and I can always find my way through. Coyote. And the hunter. Interesting. So this coyote, yeah, he can sometimes be a little bit of a trickster. The thing is, he brings lessons. This is like your best laid plans kind of going astray too. And things not going quite the way you thought they would go, but there's always a lesson behind it. Everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer of it, and I probably say it way too often, but I believe it's 100% true. So even the things that kind of go awry for us, that happens for a reason too. It brings us a lesson. It brings us some learning and a chance to ascend and to gain skills that actually set us up for the path and challenges ahead. And I look at the coyote and I do get pulled back to a serpent. So I know that what somebody's been through in this healing journey absolutely happened for a reason. It was not a welcome change that happened either. Whatever it was something that somebody had to struggle to go through. And it was a hard struggle. It was a hard healing. It was a hard learning, but it came for a reason. And I do believe that as this person has made, as you made this journey, as you've made your way through, as you found this deeper connection to your chakras and your spirituality and to spirit, you're able to look back and see how this happened for a reason, how this was a very important part of your journey, and how this contributed and brought you to where you are. We also have the hunter too. You see this, oh, this card is so interesting. I love the hunter card. So it does speak of having that skill and recognizing the signs. Again, like the peacock, having confidence in yourself. To recognize the signs, to track down what you're looking for, to follow the path that you are meant to be on, to follow your path. And it's like not doing what others are doing, not trusting in others' guidance, trusting in your own skills as a hunter and as a tracker, trusting that you can recognize signs from spirit along the way as the tracks that are helping to guide you, and using your own common sense and your own authenticity. See, this is what I felt in the blade. It was like, I see the truth now. I see the way the universe works. I see how things are interconnected, and I have this deep connection to spirit. And I know when I'm getting guided into something and trusting within that. And it makes you a master of your own hunt and what it is that you're pursuing. I'm getting told to stop with this deck now. So I'm going to set it aside. So spirit, what are we supposed to use next? And I'm getting pulled to the token. That's how usually we start with the tokens. Okay, so 3 tokens, spirit. 1, 2, and 3. So the moon was the first one that popped forward. The moon does tend to be secrets to be revealed, but that's not what I feel in this coin. I'll tell you. That may pop up further along the read, but what my guides are telling me are actually like moon cycles and a connection to the moon and how things work. This might be part of your spirituality that you practice. Because I know you're somebody who's very in touch with nature and earth and the way that things work. So I keep feeling like moon cycles are also important to you in how you practice things. Maybe you like to recharge your crystals in the full moon. Maybe you follow the phases and the meanings that go along with it, with perhaps setting your intentions, just being able to work your way through whatever's going on, sort of looking at the moon and what that reflects and looking for significance there. Keep feeling like it's not like secrets, it's not the subconscious. I don't know if you practice Wicca or things like that, like it's deep with nature. It's a connection to nature. You do run certain things by the moon, certain cleansing rituals, certain recharging crystals, things like that. The moon is very important to you and your spirituality and how you practice it too. That's interesting. I've never gotten that off of the moon coin before, but I feel it so strongly. The devil. You know what? The devil usually represents something that's destructive in your life. I don't really get that here. I get kind of like a Capricorn energy, which the devil can represent is that grounded, earthy energy. You're somebody who's very earthy. You may have Capricorn somewhere in your chart, even if it's not your sun sign. You may have a lot of Capricorn with you, because I don't feel anything negative with this devil coin. I feel like you have a good system for handling toxicity, for cleansing, for being healthy, for being connected to the world around you. You don't allow toxic connections with other people. You don't put up with people's crap. You don't live your life, based on what other people think you should do. You're very authentic to yourself. So like the devil coin as a destructive force doesn't make a whole lot of sense to you. But for me, it's like that grounded Capricorn, earth energy, earth, earth, earth. I keep feeling in that coin. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune coin. The Wheel of Fortune, absolutely. This has been like your entire journey too. On learning that you are capable of turning your own Wheel of Fortune. And it started here. This is why I feel like the serpent, I keep getting pulled back to the serpent, was like the catalyst for everything starting to change, these health concerns and having to do this healing, having to get yourself healthy, physically healthy, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually healthy. It all started, it was like a domino effect and everything falling into place, but it started here. And then it's like it sets you on this bigger path where you've really found your way. And you've really found who you are, and you've found your place in the universe, and you found your deep connection to everything around you. And Spirit recognizes that because you are being authentic to yourself and you are ascending. And it gives you that deeper connection. Like I said, I think you do connect to the upper world more than a lot of people do in receiving signs, in your intuition, in your deep knowing. And in healing and staying balanced too. Where do I need to go now, Spirit? Give me more for this read. Oh, I'm getting pulled to the Light Seers deck. This has got to be one of my favorite tarot decks. Okay, so Spirit, please help to clarify and build on this message and this story for the collective. What does the collective need to hear? These guys. The Ten of Cups, it is happiness, it is fulfillment, it's abundance in the home life. This is what you're finding. You're finding harmony and balance and abundance in your life throughout this transition. And it's not because, it was some random gift for you. It's because you chose the changes. You drove this. This was your journey and you chose to keep walking it and you chose to make the most of it. I keep getting pulled back to Wild Woman and the bravery and how courageous it is to be able to live your authentic self, even when other people think it's weird or people think it's kooky or whatever it is. It's you and it works for you and it makes you happy and it allows you to live your best life. The Nine of Wands, you are a warrior. You've been through a lot. You've had to fight a lot of battles. You've had to learn a lot of lessons. I do feel like this, it doesn't just connect to the serpent, but it most definitely does. That's where I'm feeling the heaviest connection to that serpent. Having to regain your health was a battle. I keep feeling like that was a huge battle for you. Oh, that's interesting. We got the Fool card because I connect the Fool card to the Child card and that sort of that fresh new perspective and everything being kind of magical because it's for the first time. It's like seeing it for the first time. And I feel that too in the Fool card. Letting go of others' expectations, letting go of old perceptions, letting go of old hang-ups, and the freedom that comes with that, the freedom of just like release. I'm going to be who I am. I'm going to just embrace myself. I'm going to embrace the way that I want to go through life. And I don't give a crap if people think I'm kooky. I don't care if people think I'm weird or people look at me strange. This is who I am, and I find it fulfilling, and it helps me to live my best life. And in that is just the freedom, that freedom of release. We don't care what other people think. We're not living our life for buddy down the street or some chick at a grocery store who might look at you funny. Who cares? Who cares? You're the one who has to live in your own skin every day. So live it your way. Live your life your way. Be true to you. Please, Spirit, can you bring me more cards for this read? That big stack wanted to come right off the back. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Hey, that makes a lot of sense. And it's funny because this is what I was feeling. It was like the same energy in the Earth Keeper and actually in the Devil coin too. That earth energy, that grounded energy, that one with nature energy. You might have a lot of plants around your house. You may feed stray animals or keep pets, go out planting. Yeah, I think people might even call you a bit of a hippie too. You just love nature. You just love nature. And nature loves you because you're a good steward of the earth. You're just so grounded. Oh, grounded. Wonderful earth energy. The Four of Cups. Where do you sit in all of this? Because I don't feel your energy in the Four of Cups. This is kind of like that ho-hum, nothing matters, nothing ever works out for me kind of attitude. And your energy is absolutely not in this card. This is not in this card. I want to know who it belongs to. Three of Swords. This might have been part of your healing journey too. I just know this is not even almost your energy now. This may have been your energy in the past. This may have been something that you fought with the serpent. Maybe it was some depression that went along with the physical health side of things as well. The Three of Swords. I know that when you had these health concerns, when you were working through these health concerns, it was extremely difficult for you. I think there was maybe a period of time where you were like, why did this happen to me? Why do I have to be the one to go through this? Like when I said Nine of Wands and that a huge part of that ties into the serpent and the struggle, I wasn't lying. And these cards are bringing that forward too, the Four of Cups, especially this Three of Swords. Oh, I feel the energy in here and the struggle that you had to go through to get healthy. It was a big one. There was a lot of, like I said, emotions attached. Like, why is this happening to me? Why am I going through this? There may have been fear. There may have been anger. But you are a survivor. And you did come out the other side of this. You chose not to let what was going on stop you in life. You were like, I'm not done living life. I'm not done with life. I'm not ready to just lay down and give up. I am going to keep fighting and I'm going to keep moving forward. And the Six of Cups. It's interesting because I don't feel anything negative in this card. Sometimes it's the blast from the past, things or people from your past coming back into your life. Sometimes it's about reminiscing on the past. I don't know that I feel reminiscing, but I feel like you can look back and reflect on your journey and you can see how you've grown over a period of time. So even though you went through this heartbreak, even though you went through such challenging times where you really had to fight tooth and nail to get your head back above water and to find balance and to find even again, I don't feel like you look back on that and be like, oh, I wish it never happened. Oh, it was so terrible. I feel like, especially with your ascension here, and you're recognizing with Coyote that everything happens for a reason. You're like, this was part of my journey. This was supposed to happen to me because had this not happened to me, I would not be sitting where I am right now. I would not have found my authentic self. I might still be living that old life with those old stresses and those old priorities that just I see don't matter anymore. Because you had a priority shift when all of this happened too. And it was like things that you worried about in the past that had to do with maybe other people or maybe a job that you were working or a path that you were on. You just recognize that's not who you were. That's not where your energy was best spent. And so now you found this higher form of yourself. You found this higher path. And you look back and you see that those things really didn't matter. The Page of Swords. And you're still learning. This is funny. That's so funny about this Page of Swords. I just keep feeling like you're almost like an apprentice of what you're trying to do here. Like, I feel like you have tons and tons of knowledge and you're able to practice, put all of this into practice really well. If you are a healer and you do like Reiki, crystal healing, whatever it is you do, I feel like you have so much knowledge, but you're always seeking more. Like, you never look at yourself and go, I know it all. There's no more for me to learn. I'm on top of this. You're always like, what more can I learn? What secrets can I learn from the universe today? How can I connect deeper with spirit? How can I find more balance? How can I bring, more health and more happiness to the land? Like, you're always seeking knowledge. You're hungry for knowledge and you're hungry for a deeper connection and always to ascend more. The Six of Wands. Don't forget to celebrate yourself too and how far you have come. And to hold yourself in high regard and have that confidence. I don't feel like you have a lot of problems in self-confidence, but sometimes it is good to look back and to recognize how far we've come. And to really give ourselves a congratulations for that, because you have come a long way and you've done lots of healing and you've done lots of learning. And you have a lot of knowledge that you can pass on to others too. Yeah, the Hierophant. And the Hierophant can be a mentor. It represents that higher wisdom that you have to pass on. And yeah, see, we even got the crown chakra in there too. And the pentacle, that grounded energy. You do have this higher connection to spirit. You absolutely do. I keep feeling like you have knowledge to pass on. You have some knowledge that you can pass on. I don't know if you're getting called to connect with others here, but I feel like you have a lot to give to the world and a lot to give to the universe. Yeah, you've been able to find your balance. Well, okay, I'm going to tell you what I just got told here. I got told the word retreat. Okay, I don't know if you're getting called to go on some kind of pilgrimage or some kind of retreat, or you're actually getting told to like hold some kind of retreat or some kind of classes or clinics about being able to get balance and balancing your chakras and dealing with perhaps your shadow work or staying healthy and being able to share your journey and share the information. I keep feeling like this is your journey. And yes, you have done so much for yourself, but part of this being a good steward of the land, this earth keeper, is helping others. And I feel like you do that with nature and with plants. You most likely do it with animals because you do have a deep connection to nature. I keep feeling like this is something about people and trying to help others who are maybe struggling. And it might be struggling with some of the same health concerns that you struggled with. And being able to reach out to those people and to offer them a space to come and sit and talk and to share your story with them, to help inspire them on their journey so that they don't feel lost or they don't get stuck in the energy that comes with this Three of Swords, because this is a very dark, heavy energy that I do feel like you felt while you were dealing with these health concerns. I keep feeling like that why is this happening to me? And I do feel like it's easy to get lost in these darker emotions while going through such heavy physical health issues that you dealt with. And your story is extremely inspiring, and it might help others not to get stuck in the Three of Swords and to encourage them to accept their situation and to accept that they do have some control over their own health and their own situation, and that they can start driving a positive change in their life so that they don't stay in this Three of Swords. They don't stay in the Four of Cups. Yeah, the Three of Wands. See, you're getting called to a new journey. That's what it is. You are getting called to a new journey, to a higher journey. It's like a new adventure for you. Time to take the next step. You've done all of this for yourself, and I keep feeling like now is the time to help others. Because especially with this Hunter card, it's like following your own path, being able to follow the tracks led by your own senses, your own common sense, your own intuition, your trust in spirit, that spirit is guiding you. But hunters are leaders too. And I do feel like you're being called to be a leader to more than just yourself and in your small immediate circle. I keep feeling like you're getting called to reach out and do something higher. And this would be considered light work, guys. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands can be a little bit rash, can be a little bit impulsive. I keep getting told that you are getting told that there is a change here. You're supposed to be stepping something up or taking on this new journey. I don't know if you're sitting around and really thinking about it or hemming and hawing or not entirely sure of the message. You're not 100% sure that you're interpreting it right. You are getting a call to do this. You are getting a call to do this, to do something higher, and you're being encouraged to start taking steps to move towards it. Whatever steps those are. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. Because this is about growing something new. You've already got solid roots down. Because those are your roots. And this is from your journey that you've set down. You've got all this solidity in here. You have all of this stability in there. Because you're this wild woman energy where you follow the beat of your own drum. And you follow your authentic self and your authentic journey. You have confidence, like the blade, in the truth that you know. And now I feel like it's time to grow this tree out more. Now it's time to branch out and to help others to set down their own solid roots and to find their own authentic selves. Yeah, you are getting called to a higher journey. You absolutely are. Please, Spirit, can you give me more? This one wanted to come out too. The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is happiness and celebration. I'll tell you though, it can also represent a gathering for happiness and celebration. I keep getting pulled back to the Seven of Wands and that word like retreat. Organizing some kind of a something where people can get together. Some kind of a retreat where people who are suffering in the way that you suffered can come, can share their stories in a safe place, and you can share your journey as well to help inspire them. The Ace of Swords. See, sharing your knowledge, sharing your wisdom. This is the blade. This is that truth, that inner truth that you know now. Being able to share it with others, being able to speak it out loud so that other people can hear it. Yes, the Lover's card is coming forward. The Lover's card does not always represent romance and relationships. It usually represents choices needing to be made in relationships. I got told the word bond and bonds. And I don't feel that it's necessarily romantic. I do feel like this ties more into your calling with other people and forming that bond with other people and helping them on their journey. I feel like that becoming a mentor in this card, becoming a mentor. Like this is your next step. This is your next step in your journey. The next step in your path is to become a light worker and to share your light and to share your vibrancy and to share your knowledge and your gifts, so that others can find healthiness the way that you found it, or can find their own paths to being healthy for themselves. As making the world a better place, like one step at a time, and this is what you're getting called to do. I want the card that fell out first. Yeah, the Three of Cups, making connections with others. I feel a lot of camaraderie in here. Your call is to make a difference in the lives of others. Yeah, it is your Emperor path. It's funny, we got the ram's horn in here, but the Emperor usually represents sort of Aries and not the Capricorn energy, but I'm getting still that same energy with that earth. Even though this is a fire one, I'm still getting that kind of earthy energy. And this is like becoming the master of your own universe too, this Emperor. Becoming this leader, becoming who you were meant to be. This mentor, really shining above and a beacon for others who need to do some learning and who really could use that kind of energy and who could use a solid leader in their life and somebody to look up to and somebody to help guide them and inspire them when they're at a time where they're in this Four of Cups and this Three of Swords and they're suffering and they're having health issues. Here's the Queen of Wands. I think you take joy in leadership. I think you take joy in mentorship. You take joy in helping others and helping them to show the way and sharing your knowledge and sharing your skills and your passions. I keep seeing so much joy in this card, but it's not joy that you're keeping to yourself. This joy comes from sharing with others and connecting with others. Can you bring me some more, please, Spirit? What else does the collective need to know for this message? The Knight of Pentacles and the High Priestess. See, you are like this High Priestess because you found this balance, whether you're a man or whether you're a woman, you have this deeper connection to Spirit now. And you have this commitment to your path that this is something you're going to be walking. This is, you don't plan on leaving this path. You don't plan on cutting loose. The Knight of Pentacles is like a steady eddy. As somebody who's in it for the long haul, you found your calling and you found your path and you feel guided. Even in this Knight of Pentacles, I don't feel like he knows exactly where his next step is going to land, but I feel no fear and I feel no worry. I feel confidence and I keep hearing this, I'll get where I need to go. I'll get where I need to go. And this is your faith in the universe that you will be provided for and that you are tough enough to always find your way. I'm getting told the word crystals, so I do have crystal cards. I'm going to allow a couple of these to come forward because this is where Spirit's guiding me. So Spirit, please, which of these cards needs to come forward? Okay, so that was like asked and answered right away. The first one that fell out, find a way to forgive. And turquoise, prioritize your health. Yeah, prioritize your health. This was absolutely what you had to do. You had to make your health kind of like #1 concern, getting balanced, getting healthy. It's funny because I don't feel like this one's necessarily your card. Find a way to forgive. Find a way to forgive. I feel like this is part of what you're going to be helping other people do. Because I keep getting pulled back to that Three of Swords with this card and the energy that belongs to it. Why me? Why is this happening to me? I do feel like this is something that people are going to be struggling with. If you choose this path and you choose to help others, this is going to be like their big thing. They're being able to forgive God, the universe, or whatever it is that they feel like they never should have had this happen to them. And instead turning that around and being grateful for this opportunity for transition, this opportunity for growth, this opportunity for a fresh start, and putting their own health forward. Showing how you've done that, you know, leading by example, sharing your story, sharing what you've struggled with so that others can do the same and they can set aside whatever negative emotions they have regarding that, whatever, you know, anger, sadness is going on there, to release all of that, accept their situation, have that deep acceptance of what's going on, and to recognize that now they can take steps to contribute towards positive changes in their life and finding health and finding happiness and finding balance. I would like to know why that moon coin keeps telling me something about the moon, like actually about the moon and the moon cycle. So whoever this is resonating with, I would love for you to come forward and comment on that because I feel like this has some deep significance with the moon and the cycles that are coming forward, maybe the next full moon. It's something to do with the moon cycles though, and it is the moon. It's not symbolic, it is absolutely the moon here. So I would love to know what that means to you, if you don't mind leaving a comment, because I am quite curious about where that fits in with everything on this journey that you're on, because you are absolutely getting called to a higher form of this earth keeper. You are this earth keeper. This is your energy. You look after the planet, you look after the creatures, and you're now getting called to help with those around you as well, and those who are suffering in a way that you suffered too. Holy cow, higher calling, guys, it's a call for another light worker. Like all light workers, all hands on deck here. Holy cow, guys. Alrighty, I hope that you enjoyed that read, and have a great day, everyone.